Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Every discussion from experience, and hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated, from the west where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul, provoke thought so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble, the ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help us show, cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spitt'm Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spitt'm Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spitt'm Pollaseedz. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Spitt'm Pollaseedz.
Spitt'm Pollaseedz.
We here.
We back.
Excuse our tardiness, but welcome.
Like
to
No
Spitt'm
Limit said,
Pollaseedz.
it ain't my fault.
It ain't my fault.
Please join us wherever you are. You know what time it is. It's 8. No, it's what 8:26.
Yeah.
Just tonight. We on color people time tonight, but we'll be back next week on time. Man, look.
Who are you, bro? Who
I
are
know,
you?
man.
Where you been? How you been?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good, boy. Blessed and highly favored.
Boy, you
Yeah,
got
I
that.
mean,
You got that Portugal tan going on.
Yeah. Portugal.
Yeah,
And he
got
went
that
through
Portugal.
several countries.
Did you bring your passport back?
Yeah, I brought it back. I had to bring it back. That was the only way I was gonna get home.
He's
But-
part of them passport bros.
Man,
Huh?
yeah, it got stamped several times. So you know,
Mhm.
but God is good, man. We got a way, got a chance to reconnect. You know, to
Okay.
you know, anytime
Okay.
you get to
okay.
get that
All right.
moment, you know, you
What
you know,
moment are you? What?
Well, I'm just saying, you know, conversation.
Okay.
Talking. You
so
know,
you wasn't conversing while you were here.
I was, but you know,
He said, "I will." What?
we
Whoa.
took it, you know, for our birthday. You know, we try
Hey,
to
man.
celebrate our birthday.
What a way to celebrate.
Yeah, what a way to say.
Yeah,
it.
so
Yeah.
I'm glad you got a chance to
Portugal.
get away and enjoy yourself.
yeah, I did, man.
So I want to know.
Mhm.
I know you weren't looking, but how are the women in Portugal?
Man, I don't even know, Canoe.
I know you wasn't
You
looking.
wasn't
I
looking.
wasn't looking, man. You know,
You said we can ask you though.
yeah, you can.
You didn't
I
have an
did
answer.
say we
bro.
could ask.
The women, you
But-
know what? It's so many. How I want to say it. I
Pretty,
think it was like
fine,
like
gorgeous,
set
attractive.
all of that, all of that, and then it was some that wasn't.
You showed notice a lot not to be paying attention.
Well, you know me. I tell y'all all the time. I watch. Observe,
Your eyes are
and
open.
listen all the
Yeah,
time.
Exactly.
Your
God
eyes
gave
are
them to
open.
me. God gave them to me.
But it's just
Exactly.
not. You don't have to
And-
act on it.
And
But
what
you still see.
and what you
Yeah.
have, you happen to have the most beautiful.
Man, come on.
It's a way.
And she
It's a
ain't-
way you can express that,
Yeah.
brother. You have the most beautifulest.
Yeah, definitely.
Beautifulist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
like that.
include her.
Beautifulist.
Yeah. Exactly.
include-
Exactly. So you see what
Yeah,
what
definitely.
what doesn't even come up to par.
Yeah.
And you look at what you have, and
Have.
it's just it's a step above.
Yeah, because I mean, we got more than just physical.
Oh,
But even don't degrade it with just
No,
saying
I'm
that.
not.
You say that later on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
she,
yeah.
You know,
So
you
important.
gotta have that.
So
for
important though. Way
that,
more. Way
you know,
more
in a
important.
relationship. You got it. What do
Way
you
more
have
important.
after?
well, we happy you came back.
Man, I'm glad. Man,
Yeah.
God
I
is
hope
good.
the food
man.
was good.
Food was good.
All the events that you did was lovely.
Man, we can't complain. You know,
Wow.
the only thing that was, like I said, was the trip. You know, the travel time. That was a lot. But
Little exhausting.
yeah, 21 hours. You know,
Oh, yeah, I would've
total. So it was a lot, but it was worth
Yeah.
it. Man. She's worth it. So I had to
Well,
make that
it's,
happen.
it's easy when you travel first class though. So Trevor,
Yeah.
Sir,
how was your week, bro?
I had a full week. I enjoyed my week. It was a robust week. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, I like
It was.
to hear
I'm
that.
gonna say this. I'm glad that March is over with because it stumped all over my ass, man. I mean, March for a lot of us, whether it be from the time change to a lot of potholes.
Yeah.
things that I didn't see coming happen. You know what I
Speaking of
mean? But
potholes.
now I'm here, and we got Derek, one of the essential components of running the
Essential,
shop.
Right?
We got
Producer.
Yes.
We got Lil Kev, we got Kaiser, we got Drayster. I'm excited that we here in this moment together as a collective to get this ball rolling one more again, man. So right now, my everything that happened before now is over with. I want to move on. I'm glad I'm in good company with some good people.
That's right.
Yeah. That's
And,
I'm
you,
good.
and you
Yes,
dress
sir.
like the couch too,
Just what?
man.
Wow. How was your week, Yogi?
I had a great week. It's good. Thank you for coming out. I can't wait to jump into this show, into the subject. Looking forward to having a continued blessed week.
Yeah.
Kanoom?
My week has been lovely. And what I would like you all to do before this show gets started is to tap in with some friends and go in there and share. I know we starting late, but go in there and share this because we getting into some hot and heavy topics. So, like I said, my week has been good. I can't even complain. You know,
Bishop said,
What up,
you
Bishop?"
dressed like the Reverend shot on you. Dressed like the couch.
Ah.
wow.
Come on, real. Come on, real.
Ah.
That was funny,
So-
Bishop.
Bring the word, Bishop.
That was funny, Bishop.
So we're gonna get
Preach
right
the
into
word.
this show, man, because this is gonna be a good one. EP, you know, you came up with the topic, so start us out a little bit, bro.
Okay, the topic is the show tonight is the topic is when do you walk away?
When do you walk away
When in a relationship.
Right now.
in a relationship?
In a relationship. When do you walk away?
I would say the sooner the better.
Period. That's you?
The sooner the better.
Trevor said the sooner the
The
better.
sooner the
you
better.
Want you care to elaborate?
Elaborate.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. A
'Cause that's
lot of people have a tendency to jump into a relationship, and I think that's unfair to you, and that's unfair to the person you're involved in. So once you realize the early warning signs, if you can't get past it, if you can't effectively communicate, if you can't come to a compromise, the earlier the better. But you don't start relationships until after a period of time of the friendship. Then, because the person that's your friend isn't
Trevor,
the person that you're in a
in it.
relationship. Hold on.
you're
the
in
person
it
that's in a-
already, bro.
Your point is, you said that to say what?
I'm saying you're in it.
So you said that to say what? I'm not talking about
I'm-
myself. We're
I'm
talking about
saying
the
the
topic.
question is, you're in
In
it.
a
Right?
I said the sooner the better.
Okay.
Oh,
Am I wrong? You
calm
want to
down,
argue
little
against it?
fella. Calm
You
down.
want to argue against it?
I
Okay, take a
Oh,
long
God.
time. Maybe
God,
After
you
3 or 4
part
years.
of this counsel me
After 3 or
culture.
4
no.
years.
Matter of fact, after
Go ahead,
7 years.
counselor.
No, after 10 years. Nigga, the earlier the better. You don't agree? You don't agree?
It depends on
The
what
earlier
it is.
the better.
It
You want you?
depends on
Oh
what it
no.
is.
You know, matter of fact, go ahead. Break up after you have 3 kids.
No, listen.
After you've bought homes, after you made investments.
Mm.
No, dude, the earlier the better. Find out who the person is. If they tell you who they are,
Believe 'em.
believe it, and then
but-
the
yeah.
I
earlier
don't-
better
I
is
don't-
for you. The price you pay is going to be way more expensive years time
Later.
down the
But
line.
you know
agree.
what?
So
I-
the earlier the better.
But
I
I
would
think
agree
it's a
with
little vague because when do you work things out? Because you run into some things that can be worked out. You run into some things that build character. You run
Yes.
into some things that makes you better, and in return, you make your mate better. So that blanket statement of the sooner the better, I kind of have to disagree.
Yeah, because when is the point where you're working on it? Nothing is never peaches and cream. So what point do you work on it, and what point do you just say fuck it? And
Well, I
that's-
think it
I'm out.
Okay,
depends
but-
on what it is. If it's a recurring,
That's what we're talking. We're
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to get to what makes you walk away.
Yeah.
You don't
What?
okay, but you don't rush into I would hope people don't, especially at our age, don't rush into a relationship, because the longer you have a better understanding of the person that you're dealing with, the spirit of the person that you're dealing with, finding out about their upbringing, their expectations, the more knowledge you know, the better you're gonna grow together.
But
So if
rushing
you
into
rush into a relationship, you won't have some speed bumps. Don't rush into it. Take your time, study the person.
I think it's
That's my
implied.
view.
I think it's implied that you are in the relationship
You already
and not
in it.
beginning the relationship.
you
So you're not the
already
rushing
is.
part
Yeah.
is hopefully is already solidified.
People
So-
have a different time frame.
So
People,
just say like you 3-4 years in.
okay, now if we going
And
from
something
3-4
begins to
years,
show.
We have
Right.
to
now
set
that's a
that.
different.
Yeah.
Now that's a different.
Something
story.
begins
Right.
to show up that you probably can't deal with.
Okay.
And then
What do you
maybe-
do then?
Yeah, and then it could be something that you guys have already addressed before.
Yeah.
And it keeps happening every so often or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say this.
Like Angela says, sometimes you don't rush and you still need to eventually walk away. So to the point. The point, Angela.
I think after a few years, you see a pattern with the person that you deal with. To some capacity, you're going to see a pattern. They're going to develop a pattern. True or true?
I would say
I-
that.
I would
Okay,
say
so now a situation
I'm sorry.
comes up,
uh,
a new situation comes up.
Mhm.
You have an idea of a pattern of how you guys are going to deal with it or not. How that, whether it be you or the other person. Okay, it usually takes this person a while to get it, or this person's gonna be like, you know what? Let me intentionally fix it or come to a compromise. No matter what the situation is. Sometimes life throws a curveball.
some things occur later on in the relationship. Say, for instance, the first 3 years you're together is fine, and then year 4 you encounter some financial difficulties. Sometimes it takes a while for you to even reach those stumbling blocks to where you really see who that person is under those different conditions. Say everything else is fine. I was in a relationship where everything was fine until it got financial, which was further on
down
in the relationship, and everything was gravy until then. And then I saw a monster when they was in financial
Change the whole
change
personality,
the whole
everything.
dynamic of the relationship.
So, like Bishop Kilpatrick said, it's hard for most to walk away because they are not sure of themselves being by themselves. So,
What does he mean by that?
well,
that it's in the sentence.
because they're not sure of themselves being by themselves. If somebody else understand
Trevor,
that, wait a minute,
come on,
it's hard for
Trevor.
most to walk away because they are not
It's
sure
in
of
the
themselves
sentence,
being
what
by
it means.
themselves.
see,
Oh, if you
no,
guys
he get
understand,
Trevor.
my bad.
He
If you
gets
guys
back
understand,
because
my
of the
bad.
first
My bad.
comment that Bishop
Yeah,
put on.
exactly.
I'm gonna be
laughed
on it, yeah, for sure. But I don't completely understand your comment, Bishop.
I understand the bishop's
Yeah,
comment.
I don't understand.
I thought
I
it
get
was
it.
self.
I get it.
I
I
thought
got it.
Oh, okay.
You know, I got the bishop's comment.
I'm not sure of myself by myself. Ain't nobody gonna be better than me, right,
Hey.
Bishop?
Yeah, Bishop Carl Lee.
Yeah, you do
call
that.
him silence
I'm not
him,
sure of
please.
myself by myself. I know what I'm doing with me. You know what you do with you, Bishop?
And Tara, what does Tara
Excuse
say?
me.
Tara said, when you're with a
a
narcissist, you walk away
Yeah.
immediately.
True.
You know, that's been a buzzword nowadays, narcissistic.
That shouldn't be
You
thrown.
know, like-
that shouldn't be thrown around lightly.
Yeah, because I don't even really understand. I guess people can dismiss people by saying they have a emotional issue if they are narcissistic, right? And I just feel like
Like an inflated sense of yourself. Of
an inflated
oneself.
sense of
That's-
ego. You have these certain things, but everybody has an ego.
But a narcissist, there are different types of narcissists. So you can't just label.
How
a
many
person.
different type of
Yeah,
narcissists?
there's
are
4. There's at least malignant. There's covert. There's I can't think of it right now. But
Oh yeah, I
there's 4.
thought so. Like I was saying,
There's 4. Want me to name them too?
Yeah, you were doing good. I was with you. Like,
Hey,
okay.
yeah, I was even believing in you.
But if I can't name
I was
the other
believing
2,
in you.
I am perfectly imperfect. Accepted.
You
There's
know
4.
what? When you get
There's 4
half
different
right on the
types.
test, what is it? You failed. Anyway.
If you get half right on a conversation, it's what?
It's when you get half right on the test, you failed.
Half right on a conversation.
Wait,
is
hold
what?
on, Trevor. Let me give you a little hint, bro. We have these things. They're phones. So on the slide.
I'm not gonna do that on the show because we're already late. But okay, go ahead.
Wow, he's
Trevor's-
sensitive.
He on
Trevor is
tonight.
sensitive tonight.
Okay.
How am I sensitive? Oh,
Yes.
or is it y'all?
Now,
My bad.
Mm.
My bad.
I want
My
to
bad.
give
My bad.
some.
I'm
give
sorry,
some
y'all. I
things-
was
Shots
half
fired.
right.
Example
half
of
right.
a narcissist.
There are
This
four
is an example of a
different types
narcissistic
and I apologize
personality.
if I was.
Go ahead, Trevor. Mr. Trevor
We can all
Narcissistic
sing together,
Graham.
but we can't talk together.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mr. Narcissistic Graham.
There's four
Anyway.
different types of narcissists, and I'm sorry.
Okay, can you leave it there that you don't know
Yeah,
them?
it's over.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm back home.
Kenneth
Yeah, I'm
Anderson
back
said,
home.
"Watch red flags before you even get into a relationship."
Yes, I would agree with that.
I would agree with that.
Oh,
as well.
definitely.
But you already in it, Kenneth. You in it,
You in it? You
and you got forever on your mind. And then there's 3 things that possibly I would look at if she's an addict.
the addict
If
of
she
what?
Any addiction that I don't.
No,
agree
you
with.
can't. Okay, say what.
Yeah, well, one of them I might not.
Yeah, so
One of
okay.
them I might.
My
I
thing
might
was, I was gonna say because I'm an addict.
Yeah.
She's addicted to me.
Yeah. So if she could, it could be any addiction, the drugs, you know what I mean? If she's addicted to something, that's kind of hard.
You brought it up.
I know.
If you get 50% right on a test,
Yes. How do you the woman you start to date, she turns into a meth head year
Okay,
3.
say drug addiction.
Drug addiction. There we
Yeah,
go.
drug
There we go.
addiction.
There we go.
Uh,
Abuse,
Yeah,
physical,
verbal,
mental
and verbal.
abuse.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Those are things that probably would, adultery too for me.
Oh, definitely.
Those
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
like 3 things that it would be hard
And I'm
for me to say like, I'm not out. It would be hard for me to say I'm not out.
yeah. I mean, things that if you look back on some of the relationships and how some of them went, I think I know myself is just some things I'm just not finna tolerate. Just like you were speaking of our age, I'm not finna do that.
Are
you
they
know?
hard boundaries though?
What like
Only reason I'm
infidelity.
saying that is because I dealt with a relationship where there was infidelity, and I thought
On whose part?
on her part,
Oh, really?
on her part,
Me too.
yeah, on her part,
And you
and
stayed.
I tried.
You tried.
That's what I'm saying. So in my younger years, I would say hands down, I'm
For sure.
out if she cheated and this is, but it was a little different when I was
When you
in
was
in it,
Right.
and I had and I was vested.
Yeah.
And I tried to forgive and I tried to go
Mhm.
through, but like my mind was literally playing tricks on me.
Well, see,
For real.
that's
I think
like,
it's very different.
And that's the
because I didn't know who it was, but I knew kind of the
Oh.
proximity of
Yeah,
where.
I think I remember.
Yeah.
you
Right.
talking
So
about
my
it.
mind was like, I was ready to trip. So I tried and I just wasn't able to overcome. But I know earlier in my adolescence and growing up, like I would say that's something I'm not gonna deal with. And I guess it just depends on the maturity level and then how much you have vested and how much you love and all this. So everything isn't so cookie cutter.
I commend you, bro.
Did you?
Hell no. Out.
You said fuck it. I'm out.
I was like, what else?
Let me ask you this: have you ever cheated?
Have I cheated?
Not now.
Yeah, not
But,
now. Of
you
course.
know,
your
I'm
past
good.
relationship.
Have you
We want to
cheated?
clarify.
Yeah, he said, have I cheated? That was a jab, yo.
Because the
Yeah.
thing, I don't look past my relationship now. It's hard for me to see anything in the rear view. I
Right.
removed my rear view mirror, so I don't know what the hell went on
Right.
back then. But yeah, I did.
You've
back-
you've
yeah.
cheated. So have you
Only-
wait, hold on.
go ahead.
Have you needed grace?
Yeah.
So do you think have you ever had to beg for forgiveness and really wanted it?
Nah, I can't recall. I don't think
I don't think you
have.
probably you're a little bit
Yeah.
tougher, but
Yeah.
on the inside that you want to be forgiven.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So do you see growing past certain things to where it's like, okay, what I said before,
Mm-hmm.
me being more mature and having more to lose and sometimes we weigh things different
Now
that we're, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because we're older, we have certain concerns that we didn't have when we were
Right.
younger.
Yeah.
And You know, I'm not trying,
No,
trying
I
to
get you.
coerce you to
No,
answer
I
a certain way.
No,
but it's
I
just
understand.
different ways of looking
And
at things.
and seeing that's what I'm saying.
This is not to give you ladies a pass at all.
No, you don't.
I don't know which
get
one of
a
them
hard time.
cameras is my camera, but I'm looking at the camera.
No, but I get it
You don't get a
At all.
pass.
because you know you being invested, you know where so I get it. I don't know. I would still like I think it would still be a hard to say. It depends on what led up to it. You know,
absolutely.
That's part of
All the
it.
circumstances surrounding.
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. What was this for? Why, you know, was I not doing what you needed and wanted?
Yeah.
You know, was this, you know,
It wasn't
you
conveyed.
out?
It wasn't
Yeah.
conveyed.
So-
It was-
Well, Kevin, I would say that when a woman cheats is very different from when a man cheats.
Oh, definitely.
She's more emotionally
Exactly.
invested in that cheating process.
Yes, absolutely.
She don't give up sex with you know, these new women, these modern women out here, some of them, they will.
Oh yeah,
for the most part,
they will do it like it's
you,
recreation.
You also have very emotional men,
Yes,
who are very vested into their outside partner more so than their live-in partner.
More people see more people.
So
more people concentrate on the infidelity aspect of cheating versus all the other aspects of cheating because there's so many more, so much more. But the infidelity of the cheating, that's like probably what more people concentrate on. But there's other ways.
Men, for sure.
So what?
Especially men.
Sure, so the sexual or the infidelity aspect of cheating is where a lot of people are probably more hurt if the other one does it. But whether it be spends too much time on your boats, anything that takes you away from what the family needs, that's cheating. But the infidelity part, we as men, I believe, we entertain the thought and the reason why she did so much so that a lot of men are overwhelmingly emotional and can't control themselves.
I would happily agree with. I would happily agree with, because anything you do that takes away from what your mate wants is not necessarily
cheating. I didn't say want.
Or needs, or you said
take away from the family.
What you guys need. So if he has to go to work, or if you have to stay at the shop, or Kevin has to stay at the foundation, it's like, okay, that's not something that is considered cheating, right?
You said
anything.
You said like anything that takes away
from the required time, money, and energy of the family.
I didn't hear.
Okay. So we gotta ascertain what's required.
Yeah.
Because me hanging out with some friends could be something I'm conducting business. She doesn't have to know that, and she could be like, okay, well, that's me time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I want that time,
and it's essential for the house.
I don't think that
she should be tripping.
She should be tripping.
Or it's not definitely not considered cheating.
But we want people to call in and respond. What will make you walk away? You heard about it.
Until we get a call, I'll tell you what make me walk away.
What make you walk away?
Physical abuse.
Oh, she hit you.
She hit me. Verbal degrading. I can't.
Instantaneously though, bro.
Physical, yeah.
I'm talking about. Well, okay. What about verbal?
Verbal just depends on what she says and how how she meant it.
Right. You know what women say to me.
You a bitch.
That right there.
That it's probably pretty expeditiously.
Expeditious. He said expeditious. Run that shit expeditiously.
Yeah.
Trevor,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
What is one thing that'll make you just
it's
turn around?
More than one for me, but
okay, we actually
one of them.
Yeah, because I know you got about 15. Go ahead, dude.
We know.
Someone that can't express themselves and effectively communicate in lies.
So that was the two things.
Lies.
We're gonna go with lies.
Yeah, I'll pick lies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna go with lies.
That's
We're gonna go with lies.
We got a caller, y'all.
Oh shit!
Thank you, caller.
None of y'all.
Welcome.
All y'all.
Go ahead. You got.
Can you say your name, comment, or a question? Did they hang up on us?
Hello?
No,
We
I
lost
can't.
them?
We can't hear it.
No, we can't.
No.
Can't. They whispering. She's still talking.
Caller, are you there?
Yeah. Well, while they work on that, but
Yeah. So lies. Someone that lies.
yeah.
That is a.
Are we on it? Are they connected? Caller? Nah,
What lies like
Lie. It doesn't matter what they're lying about, because there's lying by omission. Like, hey, she said she was going by her daddy house and coming home, but she went by her daddy house and then went by her friend's house, had a couple drinks, then came home.
That's an example of not effectively communicating and lying. That those two are hand in hand. If you lie by omission, you communicate
by omission.
You communicated halfway.
and that's grounds for walking away. Honesty, for real.
It encompasses a lot with that. It can be deceitfulness. It could be misleading.
I think it's levels of it. I think
exactly. So I try to consume everything.
It's a little white lie.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna say
Yeah.
say a little black lie. We're gonna change the narrative.
And
A little
again,
black lie.
and again, I try to shorten it that with a
But
definition.
would a little
that
black
encompasses a
lie
lot.
make you say, "Fuck it, I'm walking away"?
No,
Or is that a
that's what-
conversation you gotta have?
No, but
Okay,
it could
thank
be
you, Trevor.
misleading.
Thank you, Trevor. Kevin,
Yes, sir.
What is the one thing or that would make you turn around and walk away?
I believe if one, I'll be obedient and give you one.
Mm-hmm.
It's lying. It's lying.
Lying.
Yeah.
Degrees of lies or just lies?
No, just lying. I mean, lying
you
to
guys
no.
are-
Let me.
That's so
degree,
bad,
right.
isn't it?
Savages.
No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is,
I cook you dinner, but she
probably
didn't
where
cook it.
you're
I'm
not.
out.
One of the thing when person don't want to be found, or if a person is out there doing something, it's when you call, they don't pick up, they don't answer their phone.
Hello?
Oh, hello, caller.
Hello, caller.
Finally got it together.
Tell us your name, question, or comment.
Okay, this is Angela again. I got kicked out some type of way.
Yeah,
That wasn't intentional.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional.
That wasn't
Hi,
intentional.
Ange.
Oh no, I don't feel like that's the case. No.
Oh, okay.
I think this is a really good topic. I feel like there are so many reasons that run the gamut, depending on who you are, where you are in your life, why you would walk away from a relationship. I think if, for example, you are a woman in your 30s or 40s and you've been seeing a man for such a long time and he can't, quote, figure it out, you might walk away before a 20-something-year-old walks away. Because there's so many factors to consider. You know, I want to have a child, other things. I want to get married. I'm settled, and that's the next step for me. I also feel like the topic of infidelity came up. Infidelity is not a deal breaker for a lot of people. I mean, it just varies from person to person. I'm not giving, or I wouldn't give my husband a hall pass at all, but I can't say that if he stepped out on me one time, that would be the end. That's just Angela. For someone else, you do it one time and, I don't want you anymore. There are other things. I don't want to be verbally, emotionally abused. A narcissist, someone who's competitive, competing with me, someone who doesn't cheer me on, who's not my cheerleader and supports me. So I think walking away has various reasons for various people.
Yes.
And that's all I'm going to say. Great topic.
Great
tonight,
points.
guys.
Great points, Angela.
Thank you.
Absolutely, I agree. But
Yeah.
like I was saying, it's like if I'm first, like you say you going here, and then you're not, and I'm calling you, and you're not answering the phone, and then you go, oh, my phone died, or I left it in the car, or it was in my purse.
Some of these things are attached to what we've been through already.
Right.
And some of the traumas that we have already that some things that I'm not going to deal with because
Go
they
on,
bring up,
EP
you know what I'm
therapist.
saying? They bring up triggers.
Yeah,
Right,
there's EP
right.
then
Hey.
know his triggers. and
Pow,
we
pow.
all should know our triggers.
Yeah.
It would have to be on some consistent basis for me with regards to that.
Yeah, I
With
mean,
lying?
it's not like one time.
Like the example that he gave, it
Yeah.
would have to be some on
right?
some
Yeah.
for me. Just it have to be
Yeah.
more consistent behavior.
Would you
like
you
that.
know where Harlan Braxton dishonest is
Harlette, yeah.
okay, Harlette is all forms. It's not necessary. The truth is always best, even when painful. Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
hurt.
That fell under the same topic, not topic, the saying that we had when we were young. I'd rather you hit me than bullshit me.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that act itself takes maturity because not too many people are willing to
Truthful.
have hard conversations.
Yeah.
And I think the better we till the ground when we
Mhm.
first start and say, look, no matter what, be honest with me.
Yes.
Right.
And we can
Yes.
deal with whatever. And a man, I know for sure it will be a lot more forthcoming if we know that we had a safe place to release some of these things that we deal with.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So there's a little tip, ladies.
Yeah.
Make it
Be
a safe
honest.
place for your man to come in and have
To have
a hard conversation with you in the beginning.
genuine
And then
conversations.
yeah.
You know, some people don't have the emotional intelligence to have those hard conversations.
Yeah.
They would rather run away from them. And,
Yeah,
and
they have to be had.
whether it be ghosting or whatever the new
Yeah.
term is,
Yeah.
they would rather run away from the conversation than just working on it. And I think that's where we falter at, because it's easier to counsel or dismiss someone
Yeah.
if they
You're right.
And see,
want to have a conversation.
and that's when I said we reconnect, because we discussed those type of things.
Yeah.
You know, would you walk away if I did cheat?
Oh,
one
we got
time?
another
Caller.
Caller, tell us your name, question or comment.
Hey everybody, my name is Tay. And I just wanted to add my 2 cents. And I wanted to say that for me, your tolerance level can change. Because when I was married, I remember, maybe the first 5 to 7 years, my tolerance for certain things was higher or stronger because I just really wanted the relationship to work.
Mhm.
But as I, went on in life and started growing and working on myself, I didn't want to tolerate those things anymore.
Mhm.
And so then it became deal breakers. And then another thing, I feel that each person, what they tolerate is going to vary because we all have different experiences.
Mhm.
Some of us have a different moral compass. It's so
Yeah.
many different things. So I just think it's not a cookie cutter answer for
Yeah.
any of it.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
why we wanted to hear yours. What's your name again?
Tay or Shantae or
Shantae.
Taylor, whatever name.
No,
Yeah.
thank you, man.
What you want us
Thank
to
you.
call you?
I like Tay. Just
Tay.
All right.
All right, Tay.
How you doing, Tay?
All right. Thank you guys.
All right.
Thank you for calling in.
Hey, and you guys watching, please follow, subscribe,
All
and share. Leave comments. Help us grow this platform because we want to address some of your needs as well.
Yes.
Even suggested topics that you are interested in.
Yeah, that's really putting into the program right there. Suggested topics. 'Cause
We
we
want
get
y'all
to
to
talk
yeah,
about
we
what
want y'all to be a
you
part.
all want to talk about.
We want y'all to know that y'all are a part of
And we
Spitt'n
are all
Pollaseedz.
experts in our own lives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're only going to give you the truth
That's it.
Yes. Yes.
for the
Truth,
most part,
nothing but
Trevor.
Truth to help me God. But yeah, like I was saying, what was I saying? Shit, I done forgot. But
The last
Boy,
I recall,
boy,
was
that
when you talked
vacation
about not
did
being
you
forced
good,
to-
huh?
no, oh, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. Is having those hard discussions.
Conversations.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to, because
That's the
you gotta
mature
know.
thing to do.
Right.
Let me ask you
Why
this. Let me ask any one of you guys can answer. What are some things you've walked away from in the past that you wouldn't necessarily walk away from
Mm.
today? Maybe you're more mature. Maybe you've experienced some things that you haven't, and you see now that maybe I should have worked it out
Mm.
back in the day, and I'll be further in life. If that's a real thing.
I would
Nothing. Hell no.
Nah,
When I
nothing.
walked away, that was cool. I
I-
walked away for valid reasons. Period.
Oh, okay.
There was one
Period.
thing
Oh, wait,
that I
wait,
regret.
hold on, guys,
I was
hold on.
out.
Hold
That's
on,
one
guys.
thing I
Hold-
regret.
Wait, hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Last week Just last week, you walked away from something, and you in the closing comments, you came back in the.
No, finish. I want you to wrap it up. I want you to make sure you know what you're saying. Say that again. Say what you said to confirm what you
Something
just
ended,
said.
and you
said I
can't-
walked away from.
You ended something, or something ended, and you're back, right?
Are you?
In case you didn't see the last show.
Is that your final reply?
Yes.
Yeah, leave it there, Trevor. Don't even comment, Trevor. Don't even
Hold
comment,
on.
Trevor.
Don't take that out of Irvin's hands.
No,
this ain't
don't
your
even
pot to
comment.
wash. Let him finish it. Go ahead, Irvin.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I know one
Final
thing that
answer.
I would
let Irvin finish his point,
that's
bro.
another show.
Tell Irvin that.
If we're going off,
You gonna
okay.
get all
prepared.
sensitive.
I'm prepared.
Yeah, you're a little
Now it's
sensitive
sensitive.
Yeah, God. Come on.
yeah, if you wore socks, it'll
Sorry,
work.
I apologize if I come
would-
across as too sensitive.
I'm trying to think of one thing. One thing that I
statement. So I mean, yeah, I'm sensitive. For
Calm
Irvin's
down.
statement.
Okay, calm down. I'm sorry, man. Blot out my transgressions. Go ahead.
when your breakup game is good, you do certain things in a loving and caring way. And I remember I broke up with this young lady. What you call it, walking away, and I regretted it afterwards. Right?
So you have a great breakup game, is what you're saying?
Yeah, my breakup game is good.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know, it leads to very amicable breakups.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I whined and died during the breakup. So I take you on this trip. I take you on this trip, right? And I break up with you on the trip.
You
Wow.
But we're gonna have a lovely
You
time.
So do you?
We're gonna
do you
have a
fool.
lovely experience
You fool.
while we still here.
So they with party
Flaming
gifts,
idiot.
you give them,
With parting gifts. That's how you have an amicable breakup.
I don't know. I'm
You got
gonna spend money on you to break up with
Right,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I was. See, that's where you got it wrong, Trevor.
I just
I
said
spent money
I'm gonna
on
spend
me.
money on you to break up with you.
Listen, when
But
I
you
go
took her with
somewhere,
you?
listen, when I go somewhere, I spend money on me.
So
Oh,
I'm with
She's
you.
part of the entertainment.
you brought your headache with you. Bless your heart.
No, it wasn't a headache.
I'm breaking up with you. I'm breaking up with you. But I'm gonna bring
You
you,
never
with me.
had a cool breakup?
Yes, I've had an amicable breakup.
Okay, see, that's where I'm trying to give you the game on how to have one.
I don't plan on it, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, not anymore. But yeah, so I regretted it afterwards.
Oh,
I did regret it because I felt I moved too fast in that breakup.
Nice.
And I did want her. I wanted her back, but it was too late. I already did the damage when you
But it
cut her
takes-
at the knee.
so you
can't
weren't
walk no
really-
more.
It takes a
So-
big man to admit that. So
I did.
Yeah.
I
It's a great
messed
comment.
that break.
right.
so the topic is when do you walk away? So
I
were
walked
you-
away,
Interesting.
and I wish I didn't.
With Tara, my
Yeah.
marriage, I would have tried harder. I wouldn't have hurt him the way that I did. I definitely got my karma for the experience and would never do anyone like that again.
Wow. See, that's a healthy adult, mature adult that will be able to willing to admit those
Yeah.
things.
Accountability.
Yeah,
I-
accountability.
being
Yeah,
accountable.
Definitely.
We lack that in our day and age. Being
Yeah.
accountable.
We do. Definitely. But I'm like I said with that was a good question. And I because I think back when we was younger, I didn't need the answer. I'm done. But I think now it was some questions that have to be answered,
Yeah.
in order to see where we're going to go
Yeah.
from here.
And another thing, Kev, is we have to realize every one of us up here has daughters.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's great I think this would be a great conversation to have with them
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
our own, in our own time and space.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
When do they walk away? When they notice certain red flags in their relationship.
Yeah, because there's certain things we see as men
Uh-huh.
and mistakes we've made in the
Yeah.
past when we were their age to we can give them some wisdom on how to
Mhm.
navigate in those
And
situations.
and
Yeah.
and that's funny that you bring it up because me and my daughter had a conversation not too long ago when she was at, but I had to give her how he see things.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. It's not. You can't be one sided.
Right.
You can't.
If
make
not, if
a-
you're gonna prepare them for life
right,
properly.
you can't have a hasty decision.
Mhm.
You know, that's something that you guys, and I don't get involved in the relationship, but I am going to let you, because you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Okay, well, let me give you how we look at or how we see things or how we feel
Mhm.
as a man. And
Mhm.
then you take that and then see, you know, how you know feel about that, and then you sit down with him and you talk to him about it. You don't talk at him, you talk to him. Give him an opportunity to respond to or have his input, because you know a lot of women, they want to be heard, but
Yeah.
they don't want to listen. And I'm not saying, oh, I said a lot, because I've been there too.
Yeah. In my daughter's relationship, and I'm not gonna
Excuse me.
give the details, but I had a conversation with her her other when she was dating him, that
Mhm.
he came to me and told me something that was going on in the relationship, and I respected him so much
That's
more
what- right.
because I don't know if I would have handled it that way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
probably would have I would have failed that test,
Right.
but out of respect, and I respected him so
Oh,
much
yeah,
more, even to this
definitely.
day, for
Right,
even
for
bringing it
that.
to me.
Yeah.
And then I still know how to have the correct conversation with her. And like, look, baby, this is how we handle
Mhm.
situations like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. Do you think that we walk away too soon? I mean, like I gave one instance. I walked away too soon on that one. But I think we're in the culture, the whole council me culture. We're willing to walk away. Especially a lot of women are willing to walk away because there is privileges in walking away.
I can agree with that. And also I think there's a false sense of reality too, because all this social media and a lot of this
Yeah.
stuff
Right.
has us thinking
Encourage-
that a bus is coming every
Yeah.
5
It
minutes.
encouraged the
That-
It
decision.
encouraged like, well, I'm out of here. I ain't got to deal
Right.
with nothing.
Yeah.
But
That
there's
1,000 good men waiting outside, waiting on.
but there's also strength in staying,
Yeah.
because you build stuff. It builds character. It builds, you know what I mean. It allows you a stronger future if you commit yourself to this person. Like, look, no matter what, we're gonna work this out and we're gonna figure this out, and we're
Right.
gonna. So if you start off with that commitment,
Mm-hmm.
then I think there's strength in staying. And of course, there's some things that will occur that we
You gotta
just
walk
can't do.
away
Yeah,
from.
you gotta walk away
Yeah.
from.
And then Dre,
I think-
you
But
know,
it-
read. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Finish.
go ahead. I'm finished.
No, I was
I'm done.
gonna just read Dre's comment. Autonomy. It is important to trust your instinct and prioritize your own well-being.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
How
Yeah,
you,
because I'm not gonna be called a bitch too many times.
I'm probably not gonna be called that one time.
that one time is
Nah.
enough for me.
Nah, I don't know what
One
made
time
you,
is enough.
One
well,
time.
I think probably-
I don't know what's gonna make you feel comfortable enough to call your man a bitch.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Because now,
What did I
is
do to
it
make
still
you feel that
respect?
comfortable?
Now the respect is questioned.
Yeah,
It's in question.
it's
Yeah.
not even, that's a
And-
zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if
I
she was
believe-
joking, you just
And-
she don't even play like
and
that.
it- right.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't recommend playing like that. But
Yeah.
that's a zero tolerance.
Yeah. Yeah. That lets you know then there's a problem.
Yes,
Why do
like
she
for me,
feel that?
zero tolerance is definitely physical, because your whole life can change if you react
Yes.
the wrong way,
And nowadays, they
or it could be a lie, and
right.
your whole
and,
life
and then
is
still change.
altered.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you on that too. It's like,
How does that feel for you, Trevor?
How does what?
I mean, being physically abused by
It,
a woman, and then
It
you stay with her.
It makes you snap.
Mhm.
It'll almost force a man to kill a woman, and that's not healthy at all, because she may be fragile, but even on some instinct or some reactionary kind of stuff, and push some men to cross a line.
Mhm.
It can force a man
Black
to
out.
go blank.
Yeah, you'll black out.
And if a man blacks out, it's not good for anything else around it, because when he explodes, it's all bad for everybody. Still, I equate that to biting the apple. Because once he bite her apple, hell gonna break loose. And you're gonna get thrown out. It's like everything, and he does not care, and he's accepted already the repercussions. So it's for him to restrain himself. It is very difficult. It's very hard.
And
It
yeah.
is very.
Yeah.
It can mess with your mind to the point of right before snapping.
You know, and I'm thinking while you talking, like back being young, you know, you had a situation where you and your girl get into it and you trying to walk away. And now they pulling your clothes or jumping in front of you to keep you from
Yeah.
walking out the door. You know, so it's just, you know, it's like it takes, you know, you really have to show restraint.
You do.
You know,
you have to
it's
be
like, because if I
You have to think ahead.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
then
you
sometimes
know-
you get the whole
You
go
like- I
ahead,
like
hit
the
me.
way he just
Go ahead,
cuts you
punch
off.
me.
Right.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
it's
hit me.
fine.
Try to bet
personal.
Go ahead, Irvin.
What?
Go ahead, EP. He was saying something. I didn't even get what he said because you just jumped right in there.
Don't get sensitive. My bad.
I
Sorry.
didn't say a word.
I will go ahead. EP.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
You have to think ahead, because when them people get called,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole
it's
nother
it's they're against you automatically,
Mhm.
Right.
no matter who started.
Yeah.
So the preventing you from leaving,
Yeah.
they already know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't even have to be the one to call. A neighbor can call
neighbor
because of the
can- yeah.
ruckus or whatever,
Right.
and then you're, you know.
Yeah. And then there's no coming back after that. I'm not coming back. I'm not trying to work.
Well, you know
on
how
nothing,
hard it is
none
to
of
get that jacket off you. I
Right.
mean, I've never had it on
Nah,
me,
me neither.
but just in the system and in jobs and everything, you
Yeah,
have
you
a
got to
whole
go through
lot
all
to.
these classes,
Bruh.
anger management.
Yeah.
But just even for the relationship after that, if it got to that point, then I'm gonna
See,
leave it
for me
alone.
too, like my livelihood is tied to it,
Right.
because I'm
Yes.
a creative.
Mhm.
So when I'm in that space to where it's turmoil, I'm not creative,
Right.
which affects my ability
Bottom line.
to
Right.
provide. So that's another reason it's a no-go for me, buddy.
But I think Trevor likes being whipped, though, don't you, Trevor? Isn't that part of your thing?
Damn. Really? Yeah, Trev?
Aren't you into the?
Is it
You like
something
being
going on that you would like
Yeah.
to discuss?
tied up, and
Yeah.
everything like that, Trevor?
Hmm.
Shoot him again.
Trevor.
So if she does that, you gotta you gotta get rid of her.
Don't be so
Walk
sensitive,
away.
Trevor. Don't be so. Didn't you just tell me not to be sensitive?
Bruh.
Anyway, all right.
You gonna,
Next
okay.
question.
Well,
Next question.
Yeah. Anyway,
you're not even gonna respond.
yeah, he just
He gonna just leave
Yeah.
it to us to assume whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I agree. Okay. Go ahead, Trev.
But I think one of the things for me, I think just letting women know out there when you're disrespectful to a man and you totally disrespect him, I think that's when it goes out the window, because it's so important for us men to be respected.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that's the top thing for men. If you feel totally disrespected, I mean, you don't respect your man no more. You would do
Yeah.
anything to
Right.
him.
It's
You would
it's
cheat on
over
him,
when the respect ain't there. It's
Right.
over anyway.
Yeah, it's done.
It's over. It's done.
It's
out
done.
the window.
And there's no working on it from that point.
So when it's heavy signs of disrespect, walk away will be real. And I think that empowers for you men. That empowers you to walk away, because you're basically setting boundaries that I'm not going to go for the disrespect.
Right. And the thing, and one of my sons is here. That's why I teach them. All right, look, dude, play the role until you can get away.
Yeah.
You know, play the role till you can get away, because sometimes you have to do that. Like, all right, baby, we good.
Yeah,
We good.
exactly.
All right,
Until you
I
gone.
forget you are. And then once you able to get away, get the hell on.
That's why Bishop comment is a great comment. That's why it's better to remain silent than to react negatively. And that's my mechanism.
Yeah.
I won't say nothing because I
I'll
don't want to
shut down.
regret it.
Right.
I know me, I will shut down.
I'll shut down.
And if I shut down, it's probably best. You probably want to leave me shut down for a minute.
Right.
But in shutting down, they call it stonewalling. They say that's not a healthy form of communication, even though us men do it a lot.
Yeah.
But it's healthy for her.
No, I think it's more of a sense of, hey, you know what, sweetie, let's have this conversation later.
Later, right?
You
can
know,
do that.
instead of just
No,
because that will
no,
infuriate
Right.
infuriate
No, we ain't gonna have it
person.
later.
Yeah.
No.
A man.
And what happens then?
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna say
she has to
we're
be.
both pretty heated right now. I just think we need to have this
But
conversation.
the thing is, in most cases, P, you've had this conversation if you've been dating for a while, and you know this is a mechanism of your man's.
Right.
When he's quiet, when it's a heated situation, to just give him a minute, and that's paying attention to one's triggers.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that because I used to stonewall a lot, and it's not healthy.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, because the more silent you are, the more she gets infuriated, and I just think it's not a healthy.
How much more infuriated would she be if you said a word that she's never gonna forget?
Well, I'm not that type of person, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, well,
I don't get into heated back and forth.
I
with
have
female.
being young.
Yeah.
You a bitch and take a bitch to know a bitch. You know, I've been.
and that's a nice way to say it, though.
You know,
It takes one to know one.
Right.
Yeah, because some people get to talking about their mama.
Right.
Your mama is such.
Right.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because another reason to walk away is if the family dynamic is negative.
Mm.
Your mate's family, it's a problem.
Explain. I mean,
it could be their family is so involved in her relationship that it's controlling, or that they're interfering with your relationship because she's listening to outside influences.
Mm-hmm.
And you, but see, one thing,
that she should know better than that.
So many don't.
That
she should know better.
When I met Belinda's aunties and everything, you know, I told her, well, if you let him go, he can still come around because we like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
they say that until she let you go, and then it's a whole.
You never know.
Well,
I'm a very likable person. I don't have too many enemies no more.
No more.
Yeah. With Dre, men tend to want to avoid the conflict, whereas women use their words as weapon, and that's true. Definitely true.
That's true.
And that's just what we were saying when they attack your manhood.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that when you walk away?
That's a good question.
When you attack the manhood, that part, yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, it has to, because for a woman to go to that, then that means the respect is in jeopardy. Mm-hmm. And then that may not be repairable. But let me remove myself from so where we don't have to, you know, even go through this. We may even end up being cool or friends later on down the line, because you going to get in another relationship, and you say that to him, he may knock your face off, you know. So let me walk away. And it's not saying that it's easy, because you're gonna feel, even if you choose to walk away, you're gonna have to deal with it. But like he's saying, putting yourself in a position. I'm not finna go to jail behind you. You know, I'm not finna lose everything I have behind you. I'm not finna lose who I am, because it took me, especially now, it took me a long time to get to where I am now.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and my peace is very important.
Very.
Oh.
Excuse me.
So, what is the instance that you would walk away? Just end everything. Do we all have different? Because of course we have deal breakers, but what are some of the things that, in conclusion, that you would walk away? You guys initially said it was one thing, but is there something else that would cause you guys to walk away?
I can think of several other ones. It could be mismanagement of funds. It could be, like he said, addiction, drug addictions. It could be
so no meth heads.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch either.
My watch will come up missing.
We
got another
we
call.
got a caller. Please tell us your name, comment, or question.
Hi, this is Cassandra Kimberly. Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello,
Hello,
Cassandra
Hey.
Kimberly.
Happy Wednesday. I turned down my other phone. So I think it's so important, though, that when you meet someone and you've already decided that this is someone that you're interested in dating, and as you get to know that person, hopefully in different seasons, you see how she or he operates with your family, your friends, so on and so forth. We talked about communication is the key, and it really is. And so having someone that's equally yoked, having God in the center of your relationship, and does not mean it's going to be perfect, but when we speak about marriage, it's so different than when you're just dating somebody. So for example, if we're speaking about like, okay, what would make me walk away? Well, you might want to think twice. Meaning, is this worth salvaging? Is this worth, keeping? When we talk about disrespect and all that, this is a person I don't think women or men just all of a sudden pop off. There's a reason behind that. And before it even gets there, that's why we investigate each other. That's why we talk to each other. That's why we should pray. We should talk. We should decide, is this worth keeping? One of the deal breakers for me is if the relationship causes us to be depressed, meaning we're not feeding each other, we're not loving on each other anymore. We're not attracted to each other anymore. We're not growing. And we both have decided this is not worth the whole, adultery and all that. I've never experienced that, but I'm sure I guess I would walk away. I don't know. I've never experienced that before, but it's when it causes you to be extremely unhappy. It's about happiness to me. So I don't know. That's just my little take. There's so much more I could say, but yeah, it's I don't know. Relationships are so special between a man and a woman, and that's why it's important for us to talk and to be friends and to this is your bestie, hopefully, and we'll work through problems. So it doesn't mean that all of a sudden we're gonna have financial problems. Let's talk about it. In different circumstances, what would you do if our money got low, or what would you do if all of a sudden you thought I wanted children, later on I changed my mind? There's so many different circumstances. It really depends on that person, those two people, and their background. Hopefully I've answered.
Thank you. Thank you. Great perspective.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cassandra.
This has been a great.
Bye.
Nice
time.
This has been a great topic.
I believe so.
Where did the time go?
Man,
The time.
So where did the
always
time
flies
go?
Yeah.
when
It
you're
always
having
flies.
fun.
We started late and
Yeah, and
Still, right.
time has come.
yes, already upon us.
So next week, subject, we're better together. Like, so society says that independent women thrive independently. They don't need us. I'll be the first man to tell you that we need you. Women, we need you.
I'm gonna be the second one.
Yeah, we need you. So we'll start the conversation of breaking down society, the labels that are put on relationships and especially in the Black culture, because like it's rampant that we are failing. So, and it affects the family dynamic.
Yeah, the family is very important.
The Black family.
Yeah.
So ladies, we need you. Let's have that conversation. Yes. This is what we're going to talk about next week. We talk about a lot of relationships issues, but let's see if we can break this down and bring some.
We're here to edify you, Black women. We're here to edify you.
And it starts and it also starts in the music too. Yeah. We're going to talk about that. We're going to deal with it through music. We're going to have some conversations. So please come back next week. And let's address some of these things.
Yes.
We're better together.
We're better together.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems a little sensitive.
So real spit.
Go ahead, Trevor. I apologize. He's looking at me with mean eyes.
Cut me off.
Okay. I apologize.
The cap is too tight tonight. Trevor's on.
You want to thank the people that called in?
Oh, no, you could do that. Go ahead, Trevor.
Thank you, Tara, Bishop, Angela, Herlette, Kenneth, Cassandra, Taylor, Nikita, Shantae, and Wicker.
So in a relationship, real spit, if you before you start a relationship, I would highly recommend that you set terms, limitations, and boundaries as friends. Once you go, you both know and have a clear understanding of the terms, limitations, and boundaries. You also should have a clear understanding of your role in a relationship if you're going to move forward in the relationship. You also have to understand too that if you're willing to forgive and have reconciliation after an infraction, that can also help the relationship to grow. But also, what we do and what we accept in a relationship, if you're going to accept certain behaviors, it's going to make it difficult for you to go back and fix them or correct them. So earlier on, the best I think that both parties can do is effectively communicate with regards to where they stand during a situation, even though sometimes people grow together and some people grow apart. You want to keep the continuity, and it's important to have the oneness between two individuals. So if you continue to work on the oneness and effective communication with the person that you are interested in, you'll grow to love them, but also take your time and understand that your heart also is important to you, as well as the respect for the other person's heart, the other person's mentality, and the other person's time, energy, and finances as well. It's that was it.
Real
Thank you
spit.
for your ears. We appreciate your calls, questions, and comments. We also would appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe to our page. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
And could you be more excited? It's like you.
We're gonna talk out there. We're gonna talk out there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna buy him a apple juice, and he be just
Juice.